The news hit Georgetown, Kentucky, like a winter storm. Toyota to close Georgetown plant. Nearly 9,000 workers faced a sudden, devastating reality. The announcement sent shockwaves through the community. Cell phones buzzed, local news interrupted broadcasts, and the town's heart seemed to stop. In downtown Georgetown, people gathered in worried silence. The usual morning chatter at the coffee shop was replaced by anxious whispers. Did you hear? For almost 40 years, Toyota was more than a factory. It was the town's anchor, the source of stability and pride. Now that anchor was gone. The official statement from Toyota cited rising costs and supply chain chaos, but for Georgetown the reasons didn't matter. Only the loss did. The sense of betrayal was palpable. Toyota's logo, once a symbol of prosperity, now felt like a broken promise. As the day wore on, shock turned to anger. How could this happen? Politicians had promised to protect jobs, but those promises now rang hollow. The very policies meant to help seemed to have backfired, costing the town its best jobs. The closure wasn't just a local story, it was a painful lesson in the unpredictable world of global economics. For Georgetown, the future they'd counted on vanished overnight. Families wondered what would come next. The town's identity, built around Toyota, was suddenly in question. The community faced not just economic loss, but a loss of hope. The shock of the morning would echo for years to come. Behind the headlines are real people whose lives have been upended. Maria, a single mother, spent years on the Camry line. "This job was my security," she said. Her story is one of thousands, skilled workers now facing an uncertain future. Small business owners are bracing for the worst. The emotional toll is heavy, a deep sense of loss for a way of life that's now gone. Georgetown's story is one of resilience, but also heartbreak. The future feels uncertain. Before Toyota, Georgetown was a quiet town known for horse farms and history, but lacking economic opportunity. The arrival of Toyota in the 1980s transformed everything. The plant brought thousands of good jobs and a new era of prosperity. When the first Camry rolled off the line in 1988, it marked the start of a powerful partnership. Toyota became woven into daily life. Its values shaped the community, and generations found stability within its walls. Schools improved, parks flourished, and the town's standard of living soared. The relationship was symbiotic. Toyota found a dedicated workforce, and Georgetown found a reliable corporate citizen. The plant was a model of efficiency and innovation, proving American workers could compete globally. Seeing thousands of new Toyotas ready for shipment was a source of immense pride. Georgetown became a Toyota town. That's what makes the shutdown so devastating. It feels like a betrayal of a 4-decade partnership. The closure erases not just jobs, but a shared history of success. The empty factory stands as a monument to a lost era. The bonds Toyota helped forge are now broken, leaving a void impossible to fill. Georgetown's legacy is forever changed. Why did Toyota leave after nearly 40 years? The answer: economic pressures and volatile U.S. trade policy. Tariffs on steel, aluminum, and auto parts drove up costs for manufacturers like Toyota. Modern cars rely on global supply chains. Tariffs added thousands to the cost of each vehicle. The constant threat of new tariffs made long-term planning impossible. Automakers need stability, not chaos. Retaliatory tariffs from other countries hurt Toyota's ability to export from Kentucky, shrinking demand and leaving the plant with excess capacity. The very policies meant to help American manufacturing ended up closing off foreign markets. Ultimately, the plant became economically unsustainable. Toyota faced mounting losses and saw more stability elsewhere. The decision wasn't about the workers or the product, it was about a hostile policy environment. The closure is a tragic end to a once successful partnership. Georgetown's loss is a warning about the unintended consequences of trade wars. The lesson: global companies need predictable rules to thrive. The Georgetown closure is now a flashpoint in America's debate over manufacturing's future. For years, politicians promised that tariffs would bring jobs back, but Georgetown's story challenges that narrative. Modern manufacturing depends on global supply chains. A car built in Kentucky is a global product. Tariffs meant to protect American jobs can end up hurting them instead. The debate rages. Some say the pain is necessary to rebuild industry. Others see it as self-inflicted damage. Supporters of protectionism blame companies like Toyota. Critics blame the policies themselves. Free trade advocates argue that tariffs are taxes on American businesses and consumers. They say the best way to support workers is to keep U.S. companies connected to global markets. Georgetown's closure is Exhibit A in the case against protectionism. The story has become a powerful symbol in the national conversation. The question, will America wall itself off or find a smarter way to compete? The answer will shape the future of U.S. manufacturing. The closure of Toyota's Georgetown plant sends shockwaves far beyond its gates. For every job lost at the plant, several more disappear at supplier companies, many of them family-owned businesses built to serve Toyota. These suppliers now face layoffs, idle equipment, and financial uncertainty. The crisis ripples through trucking, logistics, warehousing, and even local railroads. Professional services, accounting, legal, and more lose business too. The economic web built around the plant is unraveling. The loss isn't just in manufacturing, it's in transportation, retail, and public services. Local governments and schools will see tax revenue plummet, forcing painful cuts. The ripple effect will last for years, if not decades. The closure is a stark reminder of how interconnected the modern economy is. One factory's loss destabilizes an entire region. The health of a community depends on the health of its anchor employers. Georgetown's crisis is a warning for towns everywhere. Georgetown's tragedy highlights America's deep divide over manufacturing's future. On one side, protectionists, who blame free trade for lost jobs and want tariffs to shield U.S. industries. They promise to bring jobs back by making imports more expensive and incentivizing domestic production. For them, the pain of closures is a necessary step toward economic sovereignty. On the other side, free trade advocates, who argue that global supply chains lower costs and keep U.S. businesses competitive. They see tariffs as self-destructive, inviting retaliation and costing American jobs. Georgetown's closure is their proof that protectionism backfires. They call for smarter engagement with the world, enforcing trade rules, raising global standards, and investing in innovation. The real debate: should America wall itself off or lead in the industries of the future? The answer will define the next era of American manufacturing. Georgetown's story forces the nation to confront this choice. The stakes couldn't be higher. The Toyota shutdown isn't just a foreign automaker's problem, it's a warning for the entire U.S. auto industry. Detroit giants like Ford and GM rely on global supply chains too. Tariffs on steel, aluminum, and parts raise their costs, making American vehicles less competitive. When the U.S. imposes tariffs, it hits all automakers, not just Toyota. Companies must choose absorb the costs or pass them to consumers, risking sales and jobs. Retaliatory tariffs abroad make it harder to sell American cars overseas, threatening export markets critical to Detroit's health. The unstable policy environment chills investment. Why build new plants if the rules can change overnight? Automakers may look to more stable countries for future investments. The Toyota closure could be the first of many if the risks of U.S. manufacturing keep rising. The entire industry stands on shaky ground. The lesson policy instability threatens jobs everywhere, not just in Kentucky. Detroit and beyond are watching closely. The future of American auto manufacturing hangs in the balance. The empty Georgetown factory is a painful monument and a classroom for America's future. Lesson 1. Policy stability matters. Businesses need predictability to invest and create jobs. Sudden shifts in tariffs create chaos, punishing companies that rely on global supply chains. Lesson 2. Invest in people. Georgetown's workers lost jobs through no fault of their own. America needs a national strategy for workforce development, community colleges, apprenticeships, and retraining for the jobs of tomorrow. Lesson 3. Innovation, not protectionism, is the key to competitiveness. The future lies in electric vehicles, advanced manufacturing, and new technologies. Government should fund research, incentivize innovation, and ensure new industries are built in America. The goal isn't to protect old jobs, but to create new, better ones. Georgetown's story is a call for a smarter, forward-looking economic vision. The real path to prosperity is stability, investment in people, and relentless innovation. The fate of towns like Georgetown depends on learning these lessons before it's too late. America's future is still unwritten.